What do you? All right. What do you think the next creature is going to be? Also, no, I don't.
Chameleon.
Okay, you're cheating, cheater, dirty cheater. Okay. All right. Panther Chameleon.
Panther Chameleon. Okay.
Put him on the microphone.
They aren't normally squishy.
No, this is a Wild Republic.
Gutted.
Also, it can kind of like go on your finger.
Look at that.
Also, this might actually be about the size of a real one, just kind of by coincidence.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it's exactly the right size.
And it's called a Panther Chameleon?
Yes. It is found in eastern and northern parts of Madagascar.
Nice.
Most chameleons are from Madagascar.
Okay.
There might be a couple from mainland Africa, but I believe most chameleons are from the island of Madagascar. Because Madagascar just has cool animals. Oh, it's spotted like a panther. That's where it gets its name.
Oh, okay.
Because it has spots similar to a panther.
And these are the guys that like to do the little sachet when they walk.
It makes
they like
them
forward,
look
backward,
like
forward.
leaves blowing in the wind. It's to keep their or like sticks blowing in the wind. It's to keep their camouflage.
So like they're just kind of wiggling on a branch.
Yes, they're wiggling with the wind.
I gotcha.
It's a camouflage thing, and that's also part of the reason why their colors are normally a certain color. Why do you think they changed their colors?
Good mood, bad mood.
Yes, that's it. It's actually a mood thing. Like, to intimidate a rival male, they'll get bright red.
Okay.
When they're scared, they might become, like, more blues and greens, which also camouflages them.
Right.
So, they can camouflage, and they can change color. That's true. It's not to the extent in movies where they're going to go invisible or something. Yeah. But, yes, they do change colors. And
so they don't just wake up in the morning and go, I feel like being blue today.
It's not like an octopus where you can see...
They can do it.
Yeah,
they can do it.
Where you can literally, in certain species...
Looks like running lights. Yeah.
But they can change color.
Okay.
So.
And their eyes don't have to look in the same direction?
Their eyes can look in different directions, which helps them look for bugs, which then they catch with their tongue.
Okay.
I mean, it's the main misconception is how they use their colors, but... most people understand, I think, what chameleons generally are.
Well, and I guess you could interpret it. So if they're scared, they're going to turn bright red.
No, that's when they're angry.
Oh, when they're angry. Okay.
So, like, intimidate another male.
So the incorrect interpretation of that was they turned bright red because they were like, oh, I'm pissed. I'm going to turn bright red now. I'll let them know. Well, it's actually when they're pissed, they turn red.
Yes.
Not... they decide to turn red because they're pissed.
Yes. Okay. It's like a reaction to them.
Okay.
Also, even though they are native to Madagascar, they have been introduced into places like other islands off the coast of Africa, and Florida because of the pet trade. So here's the thing. First of all, people will get a pet, realize they can't take care of it, and just throw it outside.
Let it loose. Yeah.
And either it will die because it's not adapted, or it will become an invasive species and then harm the native animals.
Right.
Florida's horrible. You got chameleons, you got anoles, you got 20-foot Burmese pythons eating alligators.
Right.
You got... yeah, Florida is a really bad epicenter of that. Yeah. But it applies everywhere. Yeah. So, also, another thing with chameleons... I've heard from, because I've watched, people who take care of pets. Like, people who will literally have, who their job is to make YouTube videos about the pet reptiles they care for.
Right.
And who it's their passion. And they will do all the research, make sure animals are in tip-top condition.
Right.
Their chameleons, even in the best care, will have to go to the vet, once a year. Because chameleons just... get sick really easily in captivity. They can't... if you know what you're doing, I believe they can live in captivity, but they're just not great. I mean, in the wild, they only live up to, with good care, females can live up to 3 years, and males can live up 5 to 7.
Wow.
Yeah. Few animals survive beyond a year in the wild. They don't live that long.
Okay.
So...
in tropical environment?
Yes.
I mean,
they live in, the northern jungle and sometimes jungle mountains of Madagascar.
Okay. Up in trees, I assume, not down on the ground.
Because that's also why in real life, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell here, they have
those
their
grippy
feet
toes.
that are designed to grip around.
Okay. Their toes are kind of like this.
Yeah, so they can grab the branches easily.
At prehensile tail?
Yes, prehensile tail. that allows them to like. It's like an extra limb to hang on.
Okay.
Also, they reach sexual maturity at 7 months.
I was gonna say, well, yeah, they only live 1 to 3 years. They gotta like be born having babies, born pregnant.
And females can lay between 10 and 40 eggs in a clutch. Depending on food and nutrition. So basically, if they're doing better, they can.
And I would assume that their greatest predators would be like birds and stuff.
Which is also, let's see if it tells me.
Because up in the trees. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. I would assume that, birds just pluck them off.
I'm assuming it's like, I don't know exactly, but I'm assuming it's like maybe like medium-sized birds, and maybe it's like, maybe like other, like maybe like certain mammals and stuff. I mean, in real life, they get 40 to 51 centimeters long.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 16 to 20 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're barely over a foot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're not big.
And a lot of that's their tail.
Yeah. I mean, there are some animals who have like tails longer than their body. It's crazy,
Yeah.
but I mean, their tails aren't like they're long tails, but they're not like super long.
Right.
Also, I mean, his tail's probably a little short.
Yeah, this little model here.
Yeah, a little.
But I mean, he's a reasonably
he's good.
Good depiction.
And the colors are a little brighter than it probably would be in real life, but it's a stuffed animal.
Throw him in the washing machine.
Also,
He'll dull
he's
it.
Adorable. Yeah. Don't do this to a real chameleon. If they live 3 years and they get sick really easily.
Yeah.
Especially amphibians. Do not hold your amphibians unless you.
Yeah, because their skin absorbs everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just maybe wash your hands and also maybe it depends if you're but
you want to get soaps on them.
Yeah. I believe you can hold. I think there's a way to do
Yeah,
it.
I'm
But
sure.
maybe with gloves would be a good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe just don't hold amphibians.
Talk to an amphibian handler.
Yeah. Do research before you get a pet.
Default position, don't mess with the wildlife.
Yes.
Just
also,
don't touch it. Don't.
I just talked about this in the post I made last night about axolotls. You can get certain animals ethically, but just always do your research.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter how ethical it is to have the animal if you can't take care of it properly.
Right.
And then that could lead to it dying, or you releasing it into the wild, which you should not do under any circumstances.
Right.
Find it a better home, sell it, hell, if there is no...
Take it to an animal rescue.
Yeah, just do not release it in the wild, because it would be bad for the animal or for the native animal. Yeah, and or for the native animals.
And I mean, but that doesn't just go for exotic pets.
That's any pets.
Yeah, I mean, if you're buying a puppy, make sure that it was, bred somewhere responsibly.
And tortoises,
they
sell for $2 on the Craigslist or something, and they start this big.
Oh, they can get
this big.
And 100 years old.
Yeah, they get this big and this tall.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to have outside time, and it's just that up here we can't have them outside all year. So either you have to have the space inside for them, or you have to live somewhere where you can have them outside all year and have a safe space for them to live outside all year.
Right.
So yeah.
All right. So I forgot his name already. Panther Chameleons.
Yeah, he's kind of one of the more standard chameleons.
All right. Kind of a middle of the road.
Yeah.
Just chameleon.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.